I want to show you an amazing property. And no, it's not the Batcave. This is the West House, located in the Old Las Palmas neighborhood of Palm Springs and previously owned by Adam West, famous for playing Batman in the TV show that aired from 1966 through 1968. I was able to tour the West House during Modernism Week in 2025. It was one of the featured properties, and I'm going to take you through this architectural gem and share some of its history and point out what makes the West House so interesting and unique other than the Batman connection. So it was originally built in 1954, but between then and now, Albert Frey renovated the property with his signature modernist touch. If you're not familiar with Frey, he was the legendary Palm Springs architect who pioneered desert modernism, and his work is seen all around Palm Springs and in structures such as the Aluminaire House, which is now on permanent display outside the Palm Springs Art Museum, the Palm Springs City Hall, the Visitor Center, and of course Frey House too, where Albert Frey lived. Inside the West House, you can see Frey's influence everywhere. It's evident in the open floor plan, the use of natural materials, uh, the floor to ceiling windows bringing in a lot of natural light, and of course, the stunning views of the surrounding vistas in the mountains. The house was recently brought up to date and revitalized by Michelle Boudreau Design. I hope I pronounced her name correctly. And the results are just really outstanding. The mid century charm remains, plus as many modern amenities as you're going to see as we walk through. Now, as with other homes in Palm Springs that were previously associated with famous people, the true architectural value and historical significance far outweighs the celebrity connection. But let's face it, that's always kind of cool. And as I always say, Palm Springs real estate is not just location, location, location. It's location, architectural significance, and celebrity connection, but not always in that order. Okay, let's head over to what we now call the primary suite, but back in the day we used to call it the master bedroom. And this is quite the master bedroom or suite. I heard someone mention that the whole area was maybe 1,200 square feet, which is huge. And you see it flows right to the outside. As I mentioned, part of the modernism architectural homes are being able to see the mountains, see the pool, the inside outside living. And this has that and has this little sitting area here. Maybe that's the Bat Cave, not quite sure. Or maybe it's another part that is the Bat Cave. But you have this sitting area with another fireplace and the clear story windows. You see the really thick window coverings, the drapes there, because it gets quite hot in this part of the house. Okay, now we're taking a look at the primary bathroom. You saw me in the mirror there for a second, and we're headed into this long closet. It's kind of not only a walk in, it's a walk through closet. Like, how cool is that? The bedroom being the other side of this wall, and oh, there I am. So, why don't you just subscribe? And then we're going to head into this other room down the hall, which surprisingly has a bunch of Shag's artwork, including his famous Batman poster. And while I'm getting a drink of water, it's about that time. Let's hear the Batman theme. Okay, I'm back, and I hope you enjoyed that little interlude. Want to do some close-ups of the wall covering. This is in the dining room, and then we're gonna head on over into the kitchen. Yeah, look at that detail, very cool. And here's the kitchen, obviously been updated to a very contemporary look. You see that in a lot of the houses that have been redone from the mid-century era. And one comment I hear often from people, oh yeah, they really like those handles, is that these kitchens are small. I heard that about the House of Tomorrow. I heard that about Frank Sinatra's house. And yeah, I guess if you're looking for walk-in pantries and more cabinets than you'll ever need, then they might be small, or at least small if it was new construction being built today. But they're really functional and just really gorgeous when they're redone like this. Look at this detail, it's pretty amazing. I want to point out how well the atrium with the water feature really works. So not only does that bring in a lot of light to the kitchen, but it connects visually with the front entryway. Here's the kitchen with less people in it and standing a little bit further back. Not showing the detail, just trying to give you the flow of this. You see the refrigerator is covered with the same wood as the uh, cabinets. Here's the atrium. You see the water feature there. Really, really, really interesting, and just really nice connection to that courtyard in the front of the house, bringing it all together. Earlier, I showed you the primary bedroom actually a couple of times. I want to show you the other two bedrooms. As we come in through the front of the house, through the courtyard, those two bedrooms are to the right, stacked on the same size as the primary bedroom. It's a feature you often see in the Kreisel houses as well. I'm not sure exactly who the architect of this originally was prior to Frey remodeling it. I really like what they did in this bathroom here with the mirror, which you see me in, covering part of the glass window. Very cool. So each of the secondary bedrooms has their own bathroom as well. Okay, and here's the third bedrooms, maybe about the same size as that second one. And these bedrooms are facing north, their windows, so I can't say they get a ton of light. That would be facing south, back where the entrance was, which faces east. But they do have sliders and windows again to bring the indoor outdoor lifestyle back. I love that terrazzo floor. I didn't talk about that enough, but that's really, really, really gorgeous. Okay, I was thinking, I was wondering if this room here, the sitting area in the primary, may have once been a fourth bedroom. Could be. I don't know. I'd love to see the original floor plan of this place. And back to the Shag room, and there's that famous Shag poster again, Batman. Really has a nice 60s vibe on that. And, that Batman TV show is known for being quite campy. And Adam West delivered kind of a lot of the lines with a real deadpan that just kind of made him an iconic pop hero at the time. There were two questions I heard people asking repeatedly during the tour. One was, what years did Adam West live there? And no one seemed to be sure, and there's no exact documentation of that. And the other is Adam West still alive? And unfortunately, he did pass away in 2017 at the age of 88. He was living in Los Angeles then. And for people who were curious, he was very typecast as Batman. And even though he had a lot of work professionally prior to the TV series, the Batman TV series, afterwards, story goes that he had trouble finding work. People just saw him as Batman, even though he had the mask on, right? So who knows? That's just the entertainment business. If you're curious about the specs of the house, it's a little bit under 3,200 square feet on an over 11,000 square foot lot with three bedrooms. As you've seen, it's in the Old Las Palmas neighborhood of Palm Springs. My opinion, that's always been the most exclusive neighborhood. It's right down the block from the a home that Dinah Shore had built, designed by Wexler, and I believe Leonardo DiCaprio owns that home now. The last time this property sold, it was well into the 3 millions, and probably with these recent updates would be a lot more than that. And again, as I mentioned, many of these homes, without even the celebrity connection, just based on the location, the views, the historical architectural significance, stand on their own, and this is certainly one of those. If you're interested in learning more about the Old Las Palmas neighborhood, I'm going to drop a link in the description to a page on my website, which is palmspringsHousehunt.com. That's palmspringsHousehunt.com. And you could learn more about Old Las Palmas, and the other neighborhoods, Vista Las Palmas, Deepwell Estates, Twin Palms Estates, all the mid-century modern neighborhoods in Palm Springs. And if you haven't figured it out yet, I am a real estate broker. I can help you buy or sell a home in the Coachella Valley, Palm Springs is what I specialize in, and feel free to reach out to me. You can find my contact info all over this channel. I'm easy to get a hold of, and just remember to subscribe. I like subscribers. I like anyone who watches my videos. If you ever get a chance to be in Palm Springs during Modernism Week, if you like mid-century modern, if you like desert, if you like architectural homes, this is the place to be. And let me see if I could find some more Batman music, and we'll take it on out.